Welcome, everyone. I'm just going to wait to see Lisa's face on that one. Welcome to Cisco's Virtual Kitchen. Chefs in the Field with
Welcome.
Culinary Federation. Lisa, welcome.
Yes, welcome everybody who's tuning in. This is our second episode. We're excited to be back. And we're just so thankful to Cisco for the platform, for us to meet with our members and our chefs across the country and today across the world. So thanks for having us, Jay.
No, thank you. Thank you. So, Lisa, what's today look like? What are we doing today?
Well, today we get to travel all the way to Germany to speak with the headquarters for FDIC Knives. But before we do that, we're going to have the chance to have a little quick chat with the Canadian corporate chef for FDIC Knives. That is Carmelo Vadacchino out of our Central region and our Oakville chapter of the Culinary Federation. Welcome, Carmelo.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jay. How you guys doing?
Great.
Wonderful.
Thank you for having me here today.
Yes, it's wonderful to see you. We email, we've been on Instagram together, but it's always nice to have a face-to-face.
It's a pleasure. Actually, you know what? This is exciting for us to get the opportunity to visit the plant and to get the tour of the plant, to talk a little bit about the robotics and all. It'll be very, very interesting to see. I'm very excited for this. So thank you, Jay, Lisa, the Culinary Federation, and Cisco Virtual Kitchen for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
We're excited.
Now, can I just mention something also? This hasn't been done before. Like, you've never been able to see behind the scenes?
Actually, no. It's very, very restricted areas. There's some parts of the factory that are very restricted. So this is something really special, very, very, very unique. So really, this is a big, big opportunity for us all to get to see this. So no, it hasn't. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're honored. We're honored that we get to be part of it.
So if you want, I can get it started. I'd be more than happy to introduce Mr. Stefan Uble, the CEO of FDIC Germany, also a wealth of knowledge on knives and a true gentleman. So Stefan, we hand it over to you.
Oh.
I think it froze up a bit.
I think you froze. There we are.
Oh, perfect. We're there.
There you go.
It's on me? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So Lisa, Jay, and Carmelo, thanks for the brief introduction and for inviting us to Cisco's virtual kitchen together with the Culinary Federation. So as you already heard, I'm Stefan Uberle. I'm the CEO of FDIC Knives here in Germany, and I have the pleasure to leading you through our FDIC premises short overview, short news all over the world. So the FDIC company was founded in the year 1778, some kilometers away here in a small city called Esslingen. And so this means it's 243 years of history, tradition, and high quality products. So even with the age of 243 years, we are very, very proud and that we are still running as a family-operated business, which we consider in nowadays as a very important asset for us. So FDIC, so 243 years old. We have, in total, we operate 4 production plants. 2 of them are for our knives. You know them very well. One is here in Deitzisau, and the other one is in Bayreuth, in Bavaria, if you want so. And in total, we employ 245, 250 employees.
Wow, that's incredible. I actually didn't know that it was founded in 1778. So what a history. What is the display behind you that you've got there?
Actually, this is a very old display. It dates out of the year 1893. And this is it's one of the displays, one of our founders at that time took to Chicago in North America for the World Exhibition. So this means almost 130 years ago. So it was the first footprint from FTIC here in North America. So imagine at that time the size of the display and as well how long this travel took. So I guess 3 weeks to go there and staying 2 weeks probably and 3 weeks getting back. So, and it's a very, very important piece for us. This is the reason why we have it here in our entry hall. And it's still the original display like it was exhibited in Chicago at that time. So.
Wow. I can tell that FTIC is very proud of their history, and what a great way to honor the founders.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And what else is behind you there? I saw a couple things
so
on
perhaps
the table.
If you talk, yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
On the table, yeah. So what I want to show, what I want to show you, is also a piece of history. What we are able to provide to you. So this is one of our original catalogs out of the year around 1910. And so we have been able to keep one of these. And imagine the size of the catalog. So here's our original one from today. So, and the interesting thing of it is, at this time, we tried, or the company, put all products in original size, for example. So here, you know, probably this is the our famous 1905 knife. So this is the original piece out of the year 1905. So here you can see the new knife, how it looks today. It's not a big difference. It's a seamless handle now, but the design stays the same. So, and what they did, if you look here, it's something you don't do today anymore. So they invested at that time already a lot of time and money into marketing, if you want so.
Amazing.
So, so you can see here all the different products at that time in their original size. So, and also just perhaps we have some younger people in the audience. So this is the size of the catalog 100 years ago. So this is the size of a catalog, more or less. We all know how it looks like today. Now, younger people work probably with the US, and unless you don't print the catalogs anymore, you have it online. So this is also reflecting a little bit the change of time in the decades we had so far in our company life.
First of all, I'm blown away. I love the size of catalog. I think you got to go back to that one day soon.
Yeah, it's, we don't have too much left, so I can send you a picture.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So, what other products in the display behind you that you offer, except that is not a knife? There's other things in there. What else?
Yeah. So, how everything started is years ago. Files we produced at that time. Afterwards, in the 1800s, so we added the sharpening steels. So more or less, if you want so, for the sharpening rod, more or less the same. It's mostly the same character. So you see some cleavers here. So on the other displays, which got lost, by the way, we had at that time the chef's knives and so on. So this means we produce today our steels, our knives, our machines, but also we are producer for the for hoof thrusts, hoof knives, and we still have our files and our product range. So,
well, Stefan, was that shipped to, let's say, the Chicago show as one piece, or did they have to assemble it there?
Yes. This has been shipped as one piece. So pretty big container probably at a time.
Wow.
And you don't want to carry it because it's very heavy. This is what we know.
Amazing.
Amazing. Great. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I think that we're going to give you a
So
moment
it's
to
an
travel.
amazing showpiece. Yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
So we're going to
I think we're
travel
going to
now
give you a
to
second. Yeah.
the first
to get to your
location of our
next spot.
production, and we are back in 30 seconds. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Sounds great. I think we're going to go to a little commercial break. Is that right, Jay?
Not knowing when your Cisco order is going to arrive makes you feel not great. That's why we created Cisco Delivery. The Cisco Delivery app lets you know where your truck is located, when it's going to arrive, what items will be arriving, and what's happening throughout the day at all of your locations. No need to look at your phone repeatedly throughout the day. Enable notifications so that you are notified whenever there's a change in delivery, estimated time of arrival, or delay. Download today to get a real-time view and updates about your Cisco delivery.
Okay.
All the music just
Ja, und ich will nicht,
is perking me up.
ich will nicht so viel Leerlauf drin
Intro
lassen.
music, the
Aber
commercial
wenn-
music. It's still
Yeah,
early here in Edmonton on this Tuesday morning,
I'm
so
excited. Okay. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well, let's
Awesome.
get behind the scenes. I'm excited. I'm excited to see behind the scenes.
as am
I
I.
have a big question. I have the big question, the $1 million question here. Are they back? We got behind the scenes.
There we go. In the factory.
All right.
What?
Can you guys hear us now?
Aufpassen. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me well.
Awesome. Can you guys hear us okay? We're okay. We're
just-
back.
Just let me know when I can start. Okay,
All right.
fine.
Well, yeah, go for it. I feel like it's the 80s. We're casting from it back in the 80s. Come on, technology.
We can do it.
Come on, pull it together. All right. Oh, we lost him.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
That's okay.
Well, I was going
Carmelo,
to say.
he's back.
perfect.
Oh, no,
He's
Just
back.
they're
let me
here.
know.
They're here.
There you go.
Yeah,
Don't
we
move.
can hear you.
So just let me know when I can
Good.
get started. Okay. So welcome back to the within the FTIC premises here. So here we are in the production area now. This means we start here more or less with one of the first steps. So we have here our hardening oven, where we're going to harden the knives, the chef's knives, the butcher knives. So we harden them here up to 1,100 degree Celsius. So the time the knife spent in the hardening oven is about 25 to 30 minutes. So very important, once they are finished with the hardening process, so the knives are not ready to process, because when they got hardened with the temperature of 1,100 degrees, they are more or less brittle. This means if you're going to process them, they will break. So then we do a second step. We do the ice hardening process. So we cool them down to a minus 100 degree. And after that, we have another hardening process. This is called the tempering or the annealing process, where we are able to provide or to give the knives the correct hardness, which is depending the knives between 55, 56 HRC Rockwell up to 61 HRC Rockwell. So just want
That
to show
is
you.
Amazing.
Just want to show you a small difference. So here, whether you have a chef's knife or you have a boning knife, butcher knife, so they all have to pass this oven with different settings. So we start here with a blank, which got forged or stamped or lasered. And then we start with one of our main or most important processes is the hardening process. Okay, so I guess we go to the next part of the production.
Sure. That's amazing.
It's amazing to see how they're being forged on the bed, one by one. It's just amazing. Actually, when you're at the plant to see that, it's just amazing to see the process. It's almost like a science. I've had the opportunity to visit the plant, I think, twice. And the first time I understood the concept. The second time is really all about the science of forging, right? Over forged, under forged. So it really is a science. It really is a technique. It really is a lot of tradition to this art. So really nice to see. Really, really nice to see this.
Yeah, and Carmelo, very important for all the others. So we really take the time which is necessary to harden all our products with the right and the same quality they are well known for. So this means, as I said before, a boning knife is hardened the same way like a more expensive chef's knife, for example. So this gives you the quality you need and you expect from our products.
It's amazing.
How many knives do you guys produce every day?
It depends. So we produce up to 8,000 knives a day. So depending. So a boning knife, a butcher knife, we have up to 25 production steps compared to 45 production steps for chef's knives. So it's really a difference, but around 8,000 knives a day. So around 1.6, 1.8 million knives every year.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So plus all our sharpening steels, machines, rapid steels, and so on.
Stefan, I have to ask a question for the employees.
Okay.
How do you train the employees?
Guys, I guess yes.
How do you like source the employees? I mean, there's not many blacksmiths out there. There's not many, is it like passed on from tradition? How does that work?
Carmelo, you got cut off. Perhaps Lisa can do it because I guess quality is better with the connection of Lisa.
Sure. He was wondering where you find your employees.
Okay. Not on the street, so unfortunately not, because it's very difficult to find the right people. And so we are very proud of it. So we have people here working for us since 35, 40 years, even 45 years, and some of them are already in the second and third generation. So we have sometimes really with the grandfather, the father, and the son in our company. So
wow,
it's and I guess it's also showing the loyalty to of our employees towards the company, and also what we have as a kind of asset is the very long experience in manufacturing our products.
It's amazing.
I love that. I love that there's this multi-generational aspect.
So So I had some. So we go now to the knife grinding department.
Okay.
Okay. See you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see you there.
It's amazing.
It's so amazing because I have my husband's a chef and we have FDIC knives in our house. And I've just never thought about the process of them being made. I just have the beautiful knife in our kitchen that we use, and to see how it started is really so interesting. And I'm not even really the one using the knife, obviously, as much as my husband. But we first met Carmelo and bought our first FDIC knife at the Niagara National Conference.
It's amazing to see. I have to agree with you. I mean, we brought in some students and culinary teams to the factory, I think last year or 2 years ago at ICA, and just to see their faces, to see how the knives are, the construction of the knife, right? Just what's the knife, how is it made, what types of metals, what type of forging. So there's so much involved, and that's part of what we do as FTA Canada. We'll actually visit culinary schools Canada-wide, and we'll bring like the stamps, and we'll show them step by step on how to build this knife. So it really is amazing, especially if you're going to invest that much money into a knife, maybe $100 or $200, $300. It's nice to know a little bit about the background and what makes a knife, right? Why a knife, right? So It really is
Yeah,
amazing.
it seems like it's not just a knife at all. I mean,
No.
by learning about their history, by hearing about the multi-generational staff,
Mhm.
it's just this passion, this legacy that is really like romantic to me. I love to hear about the history and the family that's involved in the making of any product.
It really is. It's all about tradition, a lot of pride, a lot of passion. I just love just the energy that they have there. If somebody's sharpening, he sharpens with his heart. I mean, it's just like cooking, right? If you're going to cook, you're going to cook with your heart. They do the same thing with the knives. So it really is amazing to see this.
Awesome.
All right.
I think
he's
we're back.
We're back.
Oh, yep, there you go.
So we are back now in the knife grinding department. It's pretty noisy. I hope that you are able to hear me. So what you see here is I'm in the middle of our different and couple of robotic centers we use for grinding the knives. What we do here. So this is a fully automated robotic center here, and we grind here the lateral side of the knife. We grind the spine, and we grind the first part of the edge. So the knife is not sharp yet, but it's already recognizable as a knife. I'm going to check here, just a moment. So here you can see the difference, how it looks like. And here we already started to work on the edge. You can see the burr.
So
okay. Yeah.
How many knives can that do in let's say in an hour?
Oh, Carmelo, good question. If you say we produce up to 8,000, so we can divide it with 16. So this means around 500 probably in an hour. So because as we work in at least always in 2 shifts, so could be 500 knives an hour. Yeah. So and guess how much the scrap rate is when you get your final knife, the final metal material, compared to the beginning. How much material do we lose during the production process?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's up to 70%
Wow.
of material we're going to grind away, to stamp it away. So
There's a lot of waste.
Yeah.
So can you recycle that extra, the 70%? How's that work? Is there a recycling process or?
I didn't get you. It's you are cut off, Carmelo. Again, please.
So is there like a recycling that we do with the knives?
A recycling, yeah. So the 70% scrap rate are 100% recycled. So this means we collect everything here, and it's being recycled. Also, the same thing when you see that all the machines here are working with a lot of water. So this water is in a kind of recycling circle. So we don't spoil any water. It's 100% recycled.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So let us move forward. So what you see here are all the robotic centers. But anyway, we still operate some manual grinding machines. So what you can see here, hello, grüße Sie. So what you can see here, for some pieces we still do the manual grinding operations, because if some quantities are not high enough, or if we need some special treatment, we go on these grinding machines. Also, when you have a look into our another plant, into Bayreuth, we only have these kind of machines where we only do manual work. For example, we do the grinding of the handle and the fine grinding by hand.
Yeah, it looks like you have a really wonderful mix of robotics and manual. You have them working together.
Yeah, so you need both. So you need the robots to get the high quantity, because if not, we won't be able to fulfill the requirements and the market needs. And on the same time, you always will have some processes and some products you need manual production steps. So it's a great mix we do have.
Yeah,
Okay.
very cool.
It's amazing.
Okay, so we're going to go to the other production section. So I will be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're keeping you busy and on the move today, Stefan. That's awesome.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
I also
can't
just
believe
wanted
it's all done
to-
by hand still. Like I'm blown by that. I'm blown away. Blown away.
From the
Yeah.
it's nice to see the art of sharpening. I mean, when I was there the last time, I actually spoke to a few of the gentlemen, and they were just showing us how they work on their sharpeners. And we think it's just getting the edge. For them, it's more than just the edge. They actually look with their eyes and look for a certain, like, a gleam on it. It's an art. It really is an art, right? I mean, it's just amazing to see. So yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that nowadays. Like, you just wouldn't think, right?
No, we're not used to. I mean, we walk into a knife shop, and there's a lot of skilled knife, shops that they'll do by whetstone and all. But to see these old school sharpeners still running and working like 12 hours a day, it is amazing. And then you see the hands there, right? So it really is amazing. It really is a great experience to see.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We've had the lucky opportunity, the Culinary Federation, to have a couple Instagram live sessions with Carmelo, where he walked us through some really great information on purchasing knives and taking care of knives. So anyone who's tuning in that's on Instagram, I just wanted to encourage you to go to our Culinary Federation Young Chefs Instagram, and it's saved to the highlights there, and you can check that out. And we're looking forward to doing some more of those in the future.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. We actually got some on Instagram messages come through asking us questions. A lot of young chefs asking, what's the right knife to buy? How much money should I spend? I think that demo sparked up a lot of good interest and a lot of good questions, right? So yeah, there's a lot involved when you buy a knife. It's such a personalized tool. So yeah.
Okay, and now we're back at our third and final location, Stefan.
Okay, so welcome back to the third location. So here, hello. so here we are, and we have another couple of robotic centers. So what we do here, we do the final grinding of the edge. So before the knives get here, they got the injection molding of the handle, and now we put the final edge on it. So here you can see that the robot is going to put each individual knife and is going to grind the final edge. So what you can see here right now, so now, just a moment. Okay, so here you can see it. So this is the laser measurement of the edge. So the robot knows now exactly how much he has to grind away from the edge to get it perfectly sharp for you. So everything by laser. And here this small white machine is the laser marking process. So we have, from the time we need to grind the edge, we have enough time to put the knife in, and so the knife will get, in this white box, will get its name. So the FTIC logo and the serial number and so on. So, and after this, so every single knife, like after every production step, got its quality control. So this means they got cleaned, and afterwards they get a paper testing and so on, just to really to feel if they are sharp or not.
It's amazing. So what's amazing about that robot is it's actually doing what a human would do. It'll pick up a knife, it'll inspect the knife, it'll review the knife, and then when it brings it to the grinder, it'll actually know exactly what our wrists and fingers can do, right? The movement and the angles. So if you really look at it, I think it's amazing. I think I spent like 5 minutes staring at that machine one day. It was just amazing. I love it. It's amazing. It's amazing to actually see it, pick it up, analyze the knife, take a look at what
So Carmelo, if you like to spend some time next to the machine, you get back to Germany and we're going to hire you. So you can spend 8 hours a day. So not a problem.
That's perfect. I'll bring my own stool. I'll bring my own little stool.
I'm sure you're going to make a brilliant job for us.
Excellent. I love this part. This is amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. I feel like I've learned so much today.
You know, like, so I have a few questions here. I got my list of questions to ask, which I do love. So what should you keep in mind when you buy a knife? Like, look at, like, I'm just blown away, first of all, by all this. But when I'm looking for a knife, what should I buy? What should I be looking for?
Yeah. So when you're going to buy a knife, so if you work as a chef or if you work in your private household, what do you need? You need a knife which is very well balanced. So this means it shouldn't be too heavy, it shouldn't be too light, and it should have the right balance that you can work with this knife. Yeah, also over a very long time. So if you're a chef, you shouldn't forget that a knife is more or less the most important tool in your daily life. So we have the balance, we have the weight, quite clear. It has to be a very sharp edge. It has to have a very sharp edge. And if you work in a professional field, you need to have a gap-free handle. So this means the handle is injection molded, and afterwards really grind it by hand, manual in our Bayreuth plant. And here you can see, so no water or liquids can turn into the knife. So it's a fully hygienic knife. So the other thing is you need to choose a knife with the right steel and the right hardness. So a chef's knife should have between 56 and 58 HRC. Some knives may have 60, 61. They are very, very tough it's a little bit harder to resharp them. So best hardness is 56 to 58 if you're going to resharp them on a regular basis. So here we work with an alloy steel. This means we have chromium for wear resistance. We have molybdenum for or against corrosion, and we have carbon in it for the hardness of the steel. And there we get the perfect mix of hardness and corrosion resistance. So perhaps some of you remember the knives in former times when they have got a very black color. So in former times, the knives were manufactured out of carbon steel. Big advantage of carbon steel is its hardness, and it's a very long cutting resistance. So the cutting edge stays sharp a very long time. But with a carbon steel in former times, you got a lot of corrosion on your knife, and you get a certain taste on the material you cut, and it wasn't as hygienic as it is today.
Wow. That's incredible. So do you I'm going to say this and I'm probably answering at the same time, but once you buy a knife like that, can you live with that knife for almost like your whole career?
Yeah. So unfortunately, yes, and luckily, yes. So as we wanna sell a lot of knives, sometimes it's tough for us because our knives, we provide them with a lifetime guarantee, and we really have a lot of customers who are going to pass down their knives and steels from generation to generation. So this is a very, very good thing. And if you're going to ask me regarding sustainability, because you ask if we're going to recycle all the scrap, the water and everything, yes, we do. But I guess one of the most important things regarding sustainability, and this is not only a buzzword here, means that for us, sustainability is also if you're able to keep your knife a very long time, that you get a very good quality, that you have, that you can enjoy the product a very long time, and that you do not need to, we buy more or less every 2 or 3 years a new knife because of a bad quality. So all our knives are supplied with lifetime guarantee.
Wow, that's
It's actually a good thing. I've done a lot of shows that people walk up to me and say, they show me their knife and they say, I've had it for 35 years. And like Stefan says, in a way, I'm very happy to see it, but too bad I can't sell you another knife, right? It's great to see. It's great to see the generations of knives being passed on or holding into it, right? So, it really is.
Yeah, and even with a vintage piece, with a vintage cleaver or knife or steel, you're still able to work today. So it's not a problem.
well, and obviously, if you're buying this high quality of knife, you want to take care of it as best as possible. So, do you have some best practices that you want to share with us about keeping your knives sharp, keeping them in good working order?
Yeah, of course. So right here, for every professional, but also for every private end user, only a sharp knife is a good knife. So when you get the knife back, or not back, when you buy the knife, the cutting edge has a kind of burr, and you can rework this burr either with a sharpening steel for both sides, or more easier, you use a rapid steel. So this means you're going to work at the same time on the cutting edge, and you're going to really work only at the last part of the cutting edge. So you're just going to rework the burr. But this really helps you to get your knife sharp. So this is a sharpening process. And please, guys, do me a favor. Also, if this may prevent us in selling some additional knives, really use the sharpening device as long and as often as you could, and then go to a grinding machine. Because if you go to a grinding machine, you're going to take away a lot of material. So once you are not able to get a good result on your rapid steel or on your sharpening steel, then you can use a grinding machine. You can use our RS150 Duo or SM100, or you're going to bring it to a tool shop who's going to regrind it. But only do this really if you cannot get a good sharpening result.
Okay.
There
Thank
you.
What a lot of information you've shared with us today, and I just appreciate your time so much, Stefan. We've kept you busy. You've traveled all over the space there, and gotten a little bit of a workout. You've shared so much with us. We're so thankful for today and for being able to be with you.
You're welcome. Thank us for giving the possibility to show you, to give you a small insight of our knife production. So we haven't been able to show you everything, but I guess you'll get a good idea how these high quality knives are made at FTIC.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Awesome, Lisa. Hey.
Yeah, that was great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So just let me know if you have any additional questions, or if some of you wants to know some additional insights. Send me an email, or let me know.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. What a great tour.
Awesome stuff.
Thank
Okay.
you. That's awesome.
Well, I think our next episode is going to be in June, so stay tuned for that. But Cisco's Virtual Kitchen has live streaming every Tuesday and Thursday. Right, Jay? What's happening next for you?
Actually, this Thursday, we're going to move to Friday because Friday is National Hamburger Day.
Amazing.
Right? It's National Burger Day, right? So we'll be cutting some burgers with some knives and enjoying 7 regional chefs of ours from Cisco. We'll be really looking for the ugliest burger in Canada. So we have the Canada's first ugly burger contest, and we'll be crowning the king or queen of the ugliest burger, and we'll have tons of amazing. Yes, we're also gonna have veggie burgers too, Angela. It's not just gonna be beef. It's a burger contest. So everyone is invited to it. It's on Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We've got a special 2 judges that are going to be visiting us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have amazing time really fighting it out, having a little fun around burgers and celebrate the National Burger Day. So that's this Friday instead of Thursday. 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of our social channels out there. And thanks again, Lisa, Carmelo. Everyone over in Germany, you guys have a great rest of your day. I think it's like nighttime there.
No, it's not nighttime. It's
Time
I
yet?
don't know. It's
Almost quitting
5:30.
time.
It's almost 6 o'clock, so it's not nighttime.
Yeah.
It's almost dinner,
Yeah.
dinner time, right? There you go.
So
Awesome.
send me some nice burgers, please. So
Yes.
We
Guys, I
will,
just want
we
to thank
will.
everybody. I just want to make sure I thank Stefan for taking the time, Cisco Virtual Kitchen, Lisa, Jay, for giving us the opportunity to do this. This means a lot to us. It means a lot to FTech Germany, FTech Canada. So really, thank you so much for this opportunity. Really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you so
Our
much.
pleasure.
Carmelo. Yes,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Well, everyone else, have a great rest of your week. I was going to say day, but week, whatever works. But awesome stuff. And we'll be back more with the Culinary Federation.
Yeah,
On Chef
thank you to
in the
Culinary
field.
Federation as well. Thank you to the Culinary Federation as well. Really appreciate it.
Sure.
Awesome. We'll see you guys later.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.